Hello everyone, welcome back my channel.
Kristin Cavallari says, "My heart was broken for years before divorce" from NFL ex Jay Cutler. Kristin Cavallari is getting candid about the end of her marriage to Jay Cutler, days after the former NFL quarterback was arrested for a DUI in Tennessee. Cavallari released the latest episode of her Let's Be Honest podcast and started with a quick comment on her ex-husband's arrest. Really quickly, just before we get into the episode, I wanted to hop on here and just let you guys know that this episode was recorded right before a very public incident happened last week with my ex-husband, so just keep that in mind as you're listening. She said, "I will not be commenting on what happened," she said of Cutler's arrest. "I do, of course, wish Jay nothing but the best, and I do hope that he gets the help that he needs. But that's the only thing I will be saying about it publicly." On Thursday, Cutler was charged with DUI, first offense, failure to exercise due care to avoid collision, implied consent, and possession of a handgun under the influence in the incident, the Franklin Police Department said in a news release. He was booked into the Williamson County Jail and released on $5,000 bond. Cavallari and Cutler have famously had a tumultuous relationship, officially divorcing in 2022, although they announced their split 2 years prior. They share 3 children together: Camden, 12, Jackson, 10, and Sailor, 8. After a quick mention of Cutler's DUI on her podcast, Cavallari spoke about the end of their marriage. "My heart broke in my marriage. And even though I'm the one that walked away, it was not what I wanted. It was not what I had envisioned. And I really tried FNG everything I could. It's just heartbreaking when you want something so badly, but you just can't get there," she continued. "And I would say my heart was broken for years in my marriage. I mean it was." She went on to clarify that she was not trying to disparage her ex. "I'm not talking about Jay at all. I'm really not. And I think, I've publicly said some things," she admitted. "And now I don't really talk about him at all, but I will say we are in the best place that we've been in, and it's been 4.5 years since the divorce, and it took 4 years. But things are really good with us now, so much so that we even sat together at one of Camden's basketball games recently. And that makes me so happy because, honestly, I never thought that we would get there." Earlier this month, Cavallari announced that her custody agreement with Cutler had changed. "Last fall, I was still doing split custody with my ex, and I had every other week off from my kids," she explained on her podcast. "And that's changed, and so I'm really happy and really content having my life right now, being about my kids and work."